found the album. He's like, really? Sweet. And he looks at it. He's like, now that I'm looking at it, I don't know if that was actually my plane. And I'm like, damn it, Dad.
He was hoping.
Right? And it's like, I thought you said you flew it out there. He's like, I thought I did, but that was back in the late 70s. So I'm like, Dad, if you're about to tell me the time you took ayahuasca or something, like some weird mind-bending drug, keep it to yourself. I don't want to hear that story. So, it is so funny. That's kind of the vibe, is antiquing, sewing, and just being outside.
Being outside, going to, my relationship with Christ is my most important. So I spend a lot of time like church, doing things in that sort. Like I was at that church camp. I do that. I try to do that every summer, but this is my third summer. Don't think I'll be back next year, just because I do want to have more gigs. I want to be more booked. I actually had a booking agent. We were going to sign a contract. He actually passed away.
Oh, sad.
Yeah, not that long ago. It was really sad.
Wow. Is that a booking agent here in Texas or?
East Texas.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do love that about Texas, is like anything that you need here, you don't necessarily have to go to Nashville to go do it. Like when you think of music, and specifically country music, you think, oh, I got to go to Nashville to be successful. It's like, if you're in Texas, you don't really have to go anywhere. Like I know that's kind of the stigma, but Texas,
it does have a lot of options if you start looking.
Yeah.
But where to start is the thing. Like, where do I look?
Right. And so you said the booking agent passed away. Are you contemplating looking for another booking agent, or are you going to kind of just try and do your own thing right now?
Right now I'm doing my own thing, just because I was in the school year, but now I'm getting out. I'm starting to look at things and think, what can we do this next year, to get started and more busy, more booked.
Fair. And it's, especially as a solo acoustic singer-songwriter right now, it's really not that hard to book yourself if you're going through like Google and you're willing to drive 3-4 hours.
Right. And just make a phone call. Be like, hey, are you have anybody available?
Yeah.
So now it's manageable right now, at least.
The hardest part is the pay aspect. And like even doing our live podcast thing, we've done 5 or 6 of them, and trying to get a venue to throw us a couple of bucks to be like, hey, thanks for coming out, so we could pass it on to our musicians. It's like, but I think for like a solo acoustic thing, it's probably not as bad, because I'm sure they have like a set rate of. I
will say I have heard, like if you go further West Texas than East Texas, that gigs pay at least like $100 more.
Okay.
On average.
Really?
That's what I've heard. Like West Texas, they said pays like, they said, somebody told me it was like around $400.
Interesting.
For most, and like East Texas, it's anywhere from 2 to 3 usually.
Do you think it's the concentration of people that seem to be in East Texas versus West Texas?
Maybe so.
Because I drive through West Texas all the time, and there are not a whole lot of people out in West Texas. Like, I'm sure you've driven through at least once, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And it's like, man, once you get to like past Abilene, there ain't a whole lot out there.
I think it has to be like the tourist attraction places, like New Braunfels, and that's probably not considered west. It's probably like central.
Yeah, it is. But like if you go out to like Lubbock, that I mean, even New Braunfels, like, or if you go to New Braunfels or what's the Luckenbach? Yeah, if you go to there, like that, I know they pay pretty good, because like they're known for
live music.
Like that, they have venues like people go to like every Friday night. It's like, oh, I'm gonna hear somebody I never heard before, or
right?
Somebody I want to hear,
something like that.
Yeah. So. And that's the cool thing about just kind of being here in Waco, is it's like I'm sitting here watching San Antonio and Austin just kind of like become one giant second southern metroplex, like the Dallas-Fort Worth metroplex. And it's like, at some point that's going to come up here to Waco. So I'm just kind of waiting, but it'll be interesting to see kind of how it all unfolds.
Yeah, for sure.